So welcome back to Rock Solid Motorsports. Today we have the privilege of doing a walk around inspection and a test drive on this awesome 1985 Delta 88 Royale Brougham. And this car comes with a very honest, very solid 1985 Oldsmobile Delta. And is finished in this beautiful dark blue metallic exterior paint, complemented nicely by the factory blue crushed velour interior. This car just screams just that 80s luxury, and you know this market for these full-size luxury cars just continues to expand and grow. And this is just a very nice, solid example of these luxury cars. And speaking of which, we'll go grab the other camera and go for a test drive. Nice comfy car.
Yeah, it's like, the seat is so plush.
Just taking the...
And that's my personal opinion, but it's pretty comfy.
I mean, it's taking the living room couch down the street, so... Yeah, so now we're going to go for a drive in that awesome 1985 Oldsmobile Delta 88. In that 5-liter V, I mean, it fires up.
Yeah.
You can just tell this was a nice, well-maintained car.
Yeah. And it's a very unmolested engine compartment, so you don't have to worry about someone being in there and cutting stuff up.
And it's believed to be 49,892 original miles. So, I mean, it's a relatively low mile car, and it presents as such. I mean, the body on this car is extremely solid. The bottom side, definitely look at those pictures, because the bottom side of this car is extremely clean.
It is.
I mean, some of the, I mean, you have factory undercoating, and some of that's starting to flake off, but the metal underneath, I mean, is mint.
There's no rust issues. I mean, you got some light surface rust on some of the suspension components and such, like, you know, stuff that you can't avoid, but it's extremely clean.
And this interior is actually a beautiful color combo on this car with that dark blue metallic and the blue crushed velour interior.
I like it. It's like one of my favorites because it's still classy, yet it's a cool color. I mean, not like cool as a cool, but a nice cool.
And it's not champagne or brown or which you saw in a lot of these Oldsmobiles.
Yeah.
It's still an attractive 85 Olds.
Yeah. And it's just an epitome. I mean, the 88s and the Royale Brougham were just the epitome of 80s luxury. They were, just... I mean, you're doing 60 miles per hour. It feels like you're doing like 25.
Oh, I know. This car is just floating down the road. It's so... I did like looked at the speedo earlier. I was like, oh, I'm doing a little more than 50, but...
I noticed that. It's like... But yeah, no, so the car runs and drives beautiful, handles the road just like it should. Of course, the tires have been changed out. They have raised white letters, which actually I think look pretty good on this.
They do.
And it's got the factory wheels with an earlier center cab. Which
actually looks good.
It does.
Fits the car. Better than the factory ones.
Yeah, I think so. It gives it a little bit more of that muscle-esque kind of feel to it, and being a two-door is cool, you know.
Yeah.
It kind of takes away from that luxury liner kind of appearance, but
more like 80s muscle luxury. It's kind of got your G-body lines still, despite it being a full size.
Yeah.
But and then it has been upgraded with custom dual exhaust, which actually has been done professionally and very well. I mean, it almost looks factory on the car.
It does. The way they bent it. It fits the car.
And going around the roundabout, I mean, the suspension on this car is extremely tight. I mean, you get a little body roll like you'd expect from a luxury car like this, but we'll let that 5-liter breathe a little bit. Right there's 60 miles an hour.
transmission shifts very well.
Yeah, I mean, it drives, and I can't say enough good things about how mechanically sound this car is. I mean, it runs and drives beautifully. And I mean, even though, I mentioned that it has the dual exhaust now, I mean, they've put, just kind of standard mufflers on it. So, I mean, you get a little bit more note, but I mean, it's dead quiet in the interior.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've got, being an older car, 85 or 39 years old now. I mean, I've got just at 60 miles per hour, I got just a hint of air at the back of this window. I don't know if you have any over there.
Not really. I got some slight, just I can hear outside the car, but I mean, it's super quiet.
It is very quiet. Accessories, wipers work, cruise control works. Does the horn work?
Yep.
Horn works, tilt works.
Yep. Cruise control, you said that.
Yeah, heater and AC work. The clock does not work. The radio does not come on. We did not investigate that. It does have the factory AM FM with cassette, but it does not turn on. Rear defrost, the indicator light comes on. We haven't had it
outside
to have frost to test to see if the rear defrost works, but yeah, power windows, both power windows work well.
They do.
Power locks work on both switches, both door switches.
All your lights, and at least the fiber optics in the rear work.
It's too light for us to see them.
Yeah, I can't see the ones on the fenders. I have to pull it into the shop to check those. But yeah,
your power seat does not work.
Yeah, that's right. The driver power seat does not work. It's kind of stuck in this position, but I'm comfortable. I'm about 5'11"-ish.
Speedometer works, fuel gauge works, odometer works, and that's all your gauges. So they all work.
The idiot lights all work.
Yep.
Well, the ones, they come on.
Yeah.
There's none on now.
No. So, just a very well-maintained, honest, original car. The interior's original and it's in very good condition with very light wear. It has been repainted, we believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks right.
Yeah.
They did a nice job.
Yes. It looks fresher than
factory.
40-year-old paint. So.
But it's got, a little age on the exterior on some of your trim and your components, like your bumper filler in the rear is cracked, but there is a brand new one in the trunk.
Yes.
Yeah, ready to be fitted on the car. So, it's just little minor things, but this car is extremely solid. It is a no excuses classic. It is by definition. It is turnkey, driving anywhere.
You're going to be ultra comfy.
Yeah.
Go into the cruise-in, and people are going to really enjoy the car.
Absolutely. So it's just, it's a great classic. You're definitely not going to want to miss out on this car. Just stay tuned for the walk-around inspection. You can kind of see some of those defects we talked about, and then definitely check it out on the website. Look at those bottom side pictures. Look at this car closely, because it is unbelievably solid. Yeah. So it's definitely one you're not going to want to miss. So yeah, stay tuned. So now that we're done with the test drive, we'll go into the walk-around inspection portion of the test drive video. And like we said before, it is just a nice driver quality classic car. So there are going to be some stone chips and stuff. We're not going to go and nitpick every little one, but we'll point out the major ones. But your stainless trim around the windshield is actually in very good condition. You might have some slight scratches and stuff in it, but overall it shines pretty well. And you do have some minor scratching right here in the windshield and just this little section there. It's kind of minor.
Pretty minor.
Yeah, you might have a couple little nitpicky stone chips, but other than that, the windshield is nice and clear. There's no major cracks or defects. Coming into the front fender, you notice that the paint actually shines very well. Your trim here does have some chrome loss, and
kind of expect that throughout the car.
Yeah, but your Delta 88 emblem is in very good condition. Make sure this fender's very straight. I'm not noticing any dings. And your trim down lower is nice and bright. You do have a little dent back here on just below the door on the rocker. But
there's a real minor scuff. I don't know if it'll show up. It's not even really a scuff. It's just kind of a...
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what that is.
Yeah, kind of a dull spot in the clear.
But your wheel well trim is in very good condition. You do have, I don't know if that's age spotting or what that is. but it does have the factory steel wheels fitted with, like we said earlier, some older Oldsmobile hubcaps. Actually look really good on the car, wrapped in BF Goodrich radial TA tires. Going in, your bumper inserts on the front are in very good condition. I think along the top of the bumper they're a little faded, but they're complete. Across the driver's side of the hood, you do have probably some minor scratching.
And there's a number of them.
Yeah, this looks like a little grouping here. As far as stone chips go, the hood's pretty clean. You do have a scratch about 2 inches long here on the top of the grip.
And there's stone chips across the fascia.
Mm-hmm. So coming down, and actually your grill is nice and bright. Again, you're going to have some minor age showing, but it's complete. It's not cracked. Your front bumper is very straight, but again, it's showing some minor age, and so is your trim. Just some minor sun fade.
Not seeing any dents. Your plastic lenses are in very good condition.
They are. You do have a little bit of age in your Oldsmobile emblem, but the hood one is actually in very good condition. That red is nice and bright.
And there's a little bit of very light fading that probably could buff out.
You have a couple little scratches there. For the passenger side of the hood, very comparable to the driver's side. You do have, I just saw him, you have a stone chip right there and some scratching.
There's kind of light scratching throughout.
Yeah, but again, the passenger side front fender is very straight. A lot of your trim seems to be in very good condition, nice and bright. And your hubcaps do have some minor dings here and there.
The trim rings do too.
Yeah. But, and again, still showing some age on some of that trim. But coming into the passenger side of the windshield again, nice and clear. A couple of nitpicky stuff.
Now the antenna, we forgot to say something about the
test drive.
that it is missing, but there is a new one in the box that comes with it.
Again, the stainless trim around the windshield in very good condition, nice and bright. Coming into the passenger side glass is in very good condition. No real defects to note. Your mirror is actually nice and bright. No real defects to note. And the paint on the roof is in very good condition. Trying to see, notice anything to note. Not really.
It's got some light age and scratching.
Yeah, very minor though. And your passenger side door is very straight. The chrome trim, actually on this side, is in very good condition. I'm not noticing any dents or major defects. Your door pull is in
very good condition.
Yeah. Coming to the interior. You notice the doors are very clean and the jambs.
And you got there is some like rust along the very bottom edge of the door. Your carpet on the door card is in very good condition. And the interior is well above average, the overall condition of the interior. Both armrests on the door card, they're a little warped on the vinyl, but this pull on this one's in very good condition. The pad with the switches and the rest of the door card's in very good condition. Very clean door jamb. Your scuff plate's in very good condition. You see the car originally was Z-barded. Would explain the absence of any rust issues. And all of the velour in the car is in very good condition. Got that cool stitching in the center armrest. Your carpet throughout is very rich and dark blue and in very good condition. Your dash is nice and straight. We do have a crack kind of above the steering wheel on the dash. But the rest of the dash is in very good condition. You are missing the wood sticker on the right knob on the stereo. Coming into the back seat is in very good condition, just like the front seat. No stitching issues, no tears. Your rear carpet is in very good condition again. And the lighting makes it look a little bit lighter than it is. It's actually a nice, rich, dark blue, matches the seats.
So going back to the exterior, you'll see that your quarter window is actually in very good condition. The trim around is showing some light age. Maybe just some minor loss down at the very edge of that one. But very minor. Your opera light, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it has some minor age to it, but the vinyl top is in excellent condition. But you do have some missing trim just along.
So it was originally like a plastic and a dry rot. So your rear metal one is in very good condition and is present.
But I mean, with this being missing, I mean, you do get a nice view to show how rust-free it is underneath kind of that area where they like to trap water. But coming into the quarter panel, no major dents or defects to note. In front of the tire, you do have a little bit of chrome loss on the trim. But the rest of the quarter seems to be very straight. You might have a couple little paint touch-ups. There's just one more there, but that's about it.
You get do have some rash on the trim ring.
But coming across your deck lid and the trunk lid, this is very straight. Might have some minor scratches here or there. I think there's a couple. Yeah, showing a couple. There's one right there and one just below that. Overall, the paint still shines very well.
A lot of those scratches, you have to get up on the car.
You do. They're being our typical nitpicky selves, but the rear bumper is actually very straight.
It has some very minor age to the chrome, but it still shines nicely. And
you have a little bit of rub on the vinyl trim.
It'll show us some light scratches on top there.
There's that rub there. Yeah. And your filler panels are pretty aged and they are showing some cracks. There is a new set that comes with the car that just needs to be painted and installed. But actually a lot of your chrome trim or stainless trim on the back of the car is actually in very good condition, just with some light age present. Your tail light lenses are nice and bright still, free of cracks.
Rear emblems.
Catch works just like it should. You see the bottom of the trunk is very clean. You still got your RPO tag. Verify the options on this car, your jack instructions. Actually, the trunk compartment is very clean.
That's some wiring from a
aftermarket sound system, yeah. You do have your jack mounted behind the back seat. You do have your spare tire. The
trunk floor.
I mean, it's very clean. Still have your filler panel.
Yeah, very solid.
It is.
Your trunk seal very good condition. Definitely was replaced. It's in too good a shape for
To be original.
to be original.
Trunk closes just like it should. Coming into the driver's side quarter. Again, no major dents to note. Not really seeing much to note at all. Again, you're missing that plastic trim across the vinyl top on this side. But the vinyl top on the driver's side is just as clean as the passenger side.
And this trim ring's got some curb rash. My guess is they probably popped off at one point.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
But yeah, you might have some. Oh, that was dirt. Yeah, but there's a little stone chip there, another one. So just some minor defects. But your quarter window, again, is in very good condition, nice and clear. And your upper light on this side, showing just a hint of age. But in some of your trim, I mean, you're going to have light age and scratching.
Just kind of normal wear and tear.
Yeah. But your rocker moldings and your lower door trim on this side are nice and straight. Driver's side door is nice and straight. I mean, your driver's side mirror is showing some light age on the back side of the mirror, but still shines well. And your driver's side glass is in very good condition. Coming into the driver's side of the interior.
Now the door seal on this side, it's a little weathered. But you have a little bit of rust starting across the bottom edge of the door. Clean door jamb. Again, your carpet on the lower portion of the door card is in very good condition. And just very comparable to the passenger side. Very nice door card. You do have a little piece of vinyl missing. And the armrest again is a little warped. But your sill plate, you got a couple little dings from getting in and out of the car. Got a little chip in the paint. Some real minor bubbling around that Z-Bart tag. A little chip in the paint. But the driver's side carpet is in very good condition. Nice and dark blue. Including the driver's side seat. Showing very, very minor age or wear. Your factory steering wheel is in very good condition. It does have one crack here in the middle on top. There's a little bit of age on the one horn button, and there's a little bit of wear on the lettering on your turn signal switch. But there's that crack on the dash again. Your headliner is in very good condition. Coming into the back seat, your rear carpet on the driver's side, in very good condition. Same with the rear seat. Both your doors open and close very well.
Coming under the hood, you'll find a very factory presenting and undetailed engine compartment, showcasing that 5-liter V8.
Very unmolested.
Yeah, very factory. Go ahead and get inside and fire her up.
So no funny noises at startup. 5-liter. Nice and smooth. Nice and quiet. headlights, brights, driver side turn signal, passenger side turn signal. Walk around to the back so you can hear that benefiting sound from the dual exhaust that you only hear from the back side. It is actually a good sound. So you got running lights, driver side turn signal, passenger side turn signal, brakes, reverse lights.
So if you're in the market for just a turnkey ready, very solid example of these 80s full-size luxury GMs, I mean, this is just a very honest car. I mean, it's turnkey ready and it's still going to show well and grab attention at your local cruising. It just can't say enough nice things about how well maintained and preserved this Oldsmobile is. So definitely check us out, Rock Solid Motorsports.